One of the charter locals of CPF, Long Beach Firefighters Association Local 372, has been fighting for their brothers and sisters throughout the state since CPF's inception in 1938. Soon after the creation of the statewide council, the Long Beach Firefighters faced an overt attack on their pensions. Local 372 stood firm, taking the fight to the courts, funding the legal battle with their own dues. Thanks to their commitment, the California Supreme Court established the California Rule in 1945, unequivocally guaranteeing public workers' pensions as a vested right. Starting his union career in the 1970s, Harold L. O'Mell, a giant in the firefighter labor movement, began his tenure as local president and later served on the CPF executive board. Harold chartered in a new era of leadership to build political influence for firefighters and would serve as a core philosophy for the Long Beach Firefighters, Local 372.
Here at the Long Beach Firefighters, we're over 400 members strong. We serve the coastline of Southern California. We're a pretty busy city. We have over 20 stations that serve the entire city. We fight a lot of fire and we go on a lot of calls.
We also have one of the largest ports in the nation. Just about every single battery here on the West Coast or even the Western United States comes through the port of Long Beach and LA. We have harbor commissioners appointed by the mayor and a port authority that sees the value of firefighters and the protection of the port. The port is being very forward-looking and understanding that these unique hazards need specialized training and specialized units to protect the port, our brothers and sisters and the unions in the port and the surrounding communities. We're one of the smallest unions in the city, but when we can bring others to the table with us, whether it's elections or issues or measures, that really does help in everybody's collective goal of what we're trying to achieve.
Here in Long Beach, we have a long-standing history of establishing strong relationships with those that we elect.
When we face challenges, we overcome those by working together. You can't legislate good relationships. It takes hard work and trust building.
You have to make an effort, like any relationship, to reach out and start to establish that common ground.
I'm proud that the firefighters were the first to endorse me when I ran for city council and became the youngest council member in the city's history. And they were the first to get on board and support me for mayor of Long Beach. And it's through that partnership that we've restored more resources to help respond to emergencies than any time in our city's history.
If it wasn't for Rex Pritchard, Harold O'Mell, we wouldn't have these types of conversations, we wouldn't have these relationships already built, and we wouldn't have a framework to then build forward. One of the issues that every local probably is facing, undoubtedly, is member activism. One of the things that we really prioritized was revamping our website, bringing on a new app, sending out newsletters weekly. A lot of times it lines up with budget cycle, if we're in the middle of negotiations, much like we did last year when we showed up to council in record numbers, and we were able to actually get action and support unanimously through council. Newer members see that you're making these types of moves. It's hard for them not to want to get involved.
CPF from the state to the local level, it's intertwined in everything we do. Firefighters sharing their real experiences and elevating those to the CPF that allows us to help push legislation to protect our members.
We have to also be there speaking out and educating ourselves on these issues, because this is just the beginning.
Future firefighters like him.
Right now, communities all across California are facing real challenges. But in those challenges, that's when we stick together.
When I first got elected, I just got kicked around and defeated, but it takes time, it takes persistence, it takes partnership.
Moving into convention, a lot of big decisions are being made. Just remember what your priorities are. You accepted a role that's going to have huge impacts on those that you represent. Our positions aren't forever, and foundationally, we're going to leave this better than we found it.